good morning to everybody. Thank you very much for joining us at FPI Current Affairs this morning. Right, so what is happening in the world of the Financial Sector Conduct Authority? So you would have seen that the FSCA has changed the way that they send out their notifications. And if you want to receive the notifications, especially your news flashes from the FSCA, you need to visit their website and actually register for that. So there's a few that came out, and it's also a new email address. So it's from Notify at FSCA. So let's have a look at what has come through from the FSCA this week. They have sent 2 emails this week with a lot of PDF attachments. So I think one thing that I see here, all the PDFs that you're going to download, it may take up a lot of space on your PC, but be as it may, I'm going to delve into what the FSCA covered. So a lot of warnings came out where people were fined, and it's quite interesting to see the amount of people were fined and for what they were fined. So the very first person that was fined, he was fined 1 million, Mr. Marco Nel, and he was banned for 15 years from providing any financial services. But what did he do wrong? So you can see here that most of the people that were fined or that were banned from delivering any financial services was for forex trading. So we have Marco Nel, it was forex trading, it's unauthorized forex trading. Then we also have another person that was found guilty of exactly the same, and in fact this was people that took money, and it's persons, the FSCA fined and banned key persons of NEFG for up to 30 years after finding that they invest in clients' funds without their proper authorization in unregulated entities. So we see that coming through as well. And then there's another one also for Mr. Martin Letuani, who also invested people's money in securities. So it's all these unregulated products that we see, and it's people who think that they don't have to be licensed. So there was 5 or 6 different warnings that came out from the FSCA. I mean, here's another one. The FSCA fined Adele van Wyk for 1 million rand and banned her for 15 years, and fined Vernu Pty for 100,000 for processing payments without client's consent. So we see this coming through. There's no client consent. It is unauthorized financial services provider that they provide in all sorts of unregulated products and stuff, and also forex. We see that. So I don't know why people don't understand that the FSCA at this point in time is actually using the new system that they have. Remember, they have their new IRS system, and that actually picks up a lot that's going on social media. It picks up a lot. There's a lot of client complaints that come in from the FSCA, and the FSCA, you would have seen, has got a very specific marketing campaign where they are creating more awareness with consumers out there to say, make sure that you check with us that these people are actually licensed. So a lot more consumers are actually checking in with the FSCA. So people should start understanding that it's not cool to continue to deliver financial services if you are not authorized, because you will, number one, receive quite a hefty fine and penalty. I can see this. I mean, 1 million rand. Who's got 1 million rand lying around? But then you are definitely banned from delivering any financial services for 15 up to 30 years in South Africa. So again, if you've missed that, go to the FSCA's website and register to receive the notifications from the Financial Sector Conduct Authority. Then reflecting on this week, this was quite a busy week for the Financial Planning Institute as we had our annual refresher. Thank you very much to everybody that attended our in-person annual refreshers, and I can only really compliment the speakers that we've had. If you've not registered for annual refresher, please do so. There's an online event, so you can still register up to Monday morning. So just very quickly, you will see first in the agendas myself. I do about a 45-minute recap on regulatory changes that we see, and all those regulatory changes that came in is where FPI has provided public comment into what we've seen, all the way from the various directives from the Financial Intelligence Center all the way to draft legislation that is out at the moment where we've given feedback. Then we have Milpark Ashley. She was very good. She gave a summary or a reflection on the gap between qualification and practice. So thank you very much to Milpark, who's also the sponsor of Annual Refresher. And then we have Nicola, the current financial planner of the year. I really loved her presentation and how she talks you through the process of how she entered the Financial Planner of the Year. And just a reminder, Financial Planner of the Year entries is now open. And if you want to know what the process is all about, reach out to Nicola to understand what the process is all about. Then we also have a vessel that really talks about a very interesting topic, and I don't want to spoil too much, but he's talking about changes in financial planning, but also understanding that our clients is getting older, and what we do with longevity in financial planning. We also, of course, have Errol, who is with us, Errol Meyer, talking about the use of AI. He also pulls in a few court cases of late that is of interest to you. And then Diane came in, Diane Sekumbi, that comes in from a tax update. And wow, she's got energy, guys. She closed up the day for us. And it's just the way that she unpacks what has come through from the budget speech and what we can see, and also understand how that impacts on financial planning. So please, if you have not registered for FPI's annual refresher, you are missing out. And remember, annual refresher CBD points, it's 5.5 CBD hours you can earn. And May Day is closing in on us, so the 31st of May. If you don't have enough, especially technical CBD hours, join us for annual refresher, earn your CBD points, and be compliant by the 31st of May. Thank you for this opportunity to speak to you and to everybody online. Goodbye and blessings.